Hi, my name is Latsi, and I would like to help you to debug your internet connection. Sometimes a web page won't load, sometimes you cannot connect to the email server. This doesn't necessarily mean that your internet is down. To be able to check it, I would like to show you a few steps so you can go through these steps before you would call your internet provider. The first step is to check if you're connected to your home's Wi-Fi network. To do this, click on the Wi-Fi sign and see if the network is indeed your network and do you have the check mark in front of it. If you have the check mark in front of it, it means you are connected. If you have the check mark and the internet connection still doesn't work, then we'll have to do some more settings. If you don't have a check mark on it, then try selecting it and see if it is going to connect. If nothing comes up here, then turn it off, wait a few seconds, turn it back on, and maybe it is going to connect. Now let's do the other settings. For that, click Apple, System Preferences, Network. Select your Wi-Fi network here on this list. Click Advanced, then TCP/IP. Here, you're going to see your IP address, your subnet mask, and your router. The IP address is the local IP address of your computer, which is a unique identifier of each and every device connected to the network. Think of it as a phone number. The router is a device in your home, and it's the gateway between you and the internet. In case you have IP addresses here, the more likely you're connected to the internet or to your home network at least. To do further investigations, we are going to use an application called Terminal. This application can be found by default on every Mac. And to launch it, hit the magnification glass and type Terminal. There it is. Hit enter. This is a text-based application. It can be scary, but actually it's quite simple. Let me show you how it works. First, let's find your gateway's IP address. To do this, type the following command. This is netstat-rn and press enter. Look at the beginning where it says gateway and default. That is your gateway's IP address. Select it by double clicking it, copy it with Command C or right click and copy, and go back in bottom and type ping and then paste it with Command V or right click paste and hit enter. You will see some lines like this. This means that if you see something like this, that will mean that your connection between your computer and your gateway, it is working. You might have different numbers here at a time, but you should see something alike. If it's way more than 1 millisecond, then let's say above 100, then you might have some issues in the network, or it might be too far from your gateway, or might be some obstacles between you and your wireless router. To stop this, press Ctrl C. After pressing Ctrl C, you will see a summary. Here, look for packet loss. This should really be 0.0%. 0 point something, it's okay, but not good. If you have any packet loss, that means that you're either too far from your wireless gateway or your access point, or there is some interference. In case your connection is working between your computer and your gateway, then try pinging a different host. Let's try google.com. Ping space google.com and then press enter. If you're seeing a reply, that will mean that your internet, it is working. There are no issues. If you can't see any reply here, but something else like let's get a host name which will not work like this unknown host, that might mean that you have a DNS issue. What is a DNS? DNS is a short for domain name service or domain name server, and it's a naming system for the devices connected to the network. Think of it as a phone book. Each IP address has its own host name. So we don't have to remember 172.1.217.7142, but google.com. Now, to check if your DNS is working or there is a connection with your uh, internet, try ping an IP address. Now, what IP address can we ping? Well, let's try Google's default DNS server's IP addresses, which are 8.8.8.8. Let's see if it replies. This replies. This is fine. We can also try 8.8.4.4, which is their secondary DNS address. This is also replying. In case you are not receiving a reply here, then you might have connection issues with your uplink. Your uplink is the cable from your gateway or router to your internet provider. Check how is that? Is it connected? Is it not broken? Your gateway should be a box which your internet provider gave it to you. It might have your internet provider's name on it. In case you're in the US you're using Comcast, then probably it's a coax cable. If you're using Verizon, then it could be your coax cable as well, but it could be also an optical cable, which is a light color cable, either yellow or green. In case you have an optical cable, be very sure you're not looking in the cable because it will harm your eye. In case you have another computer at home or another phone or a tablet, try if you can connect to your Wi-Fi network with that. Try if the internet is working from that device. If it is working, then the issue is in your computer, in that computer where you cannot connect to the internet. If it isn't working on your phone or your second computer either, then there's a problem with your internet connection. Try resetting your modem in this case, or router. Just unplug it from the power, wait a few seconds, plug it back, and then wait roughly a minute or two and try it again. If you still don't have a connection, then call your internet provider. Uh, Good luck. In case you have a wired network at home and not a wireless network, then forget about this Wi-Fi sign here. Just click on Apple, System Preferences, Network, and look for your LAN connection. In my case, it's called USB because my wired connection is through a USB cable. And from here, it is the same as with Wi-Fi. Click Advanced, you should see your IP address there.